this is going to be your introduction to AdWords Editor. We're going to go into more detail on the editor and how much fun it is. But the end result is that you'll be using it for bulk changes and things like that. So Helena, would you like to share your screen? Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited. Let me share.
You're going to open the AdWords Editor in the Google Sheet and share your whole screen, your
Okay.
whole computer. So drag that into the folder. Perfect. And replace. Perfect. So we don't have to go look for it. Yay. Okay. And you can just get out of here. And,
like I put this one?
Yeah. And you know how to get to your applications?
With my downloads?
Yeah, so all your like kind of desktop applications.
Oh,
yeah, you're on a Mac, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go into the Finder. So all the way to the left bottom of your screen, the little side-by-side facey thing. Blue, yeah, and then go to applications, second one down on the left-hand side in the left-hand column. And now let's look for the little shape.
G.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Or you can go alphabetical, either or, and double click on it.
There's another way to do this that's a little bit faster, which is if you hit Command Space, that'll open up the search finder, and then you can just type in Google Ads Editor, and it will find it for you.
Command Space.
Okay.
Yeah, it does a little finder thing.
All right, so Failing can do things faster than me. That's what we've totally learned.
Hotkeys, baby. It's all about the hotkeys.
True hotkeys. So yeah, I guess you go through the process and you got to scroll all the way down. Yeah, I accept. So this is a tool used, Google creates it. They have a team so if it has issues, they have a team that you could reach out to, just like Tag Manager. When you get to talk to the special teams, it's quite exciting. I'm not going to lie, and so yeah, skip tutorial. Okay. And so we have this. That's great. Can you click on the plus button, the plus add? I haven't downloaded this in a long time. Okay, yeah. So stay here. Let's go over to the Google Sheet now. We'll just leave that open. Awesome. And notice how we have ad groups. Can you scroll over? Let's make sure they're all 30. If they're not, we'll see what happens. So each headline is 30 characters, right?
Oh, this is 31.
Yeah, you have to take off the question mark.
Okay.
Good catch. Good catch. You really want them to be like, if it won't upload, or it will upload and then you'll have to do some fixes. So even if there is a 31, it doesn't hurt to show y'all what happens in there. So this looks great. Now, if you could do me the favor, and you filled it all out, including the
descriptions.
Yeah, you got the descriptions. And honestly, you've taken up a lot of characters. Looks fabulous. You've capitalized all the keywords. Awesome. And you got a URL that you'll change inside the ads because you don't know what landing. Do you know what landing page you want to send the things to?
Yes.
Okay, let's put that in there.
Oh, actually, it's right here. So I could just replace the URL with this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if there are two ways to paste things, right? So let's say the color mattered. So let's go back into the master ads. Let's say we wanted to keep it pink, yeah? So if we wanted to keep, and we wanted to paste, so if you could paste in cell 2A0, the final URL. So if you did Command Shift paste, that's paste special, and that will keep the integrity of what the rest of the cell looks like. So it'll keep the URL blue and it'll keep the color white, right? But if I just do Command Paste or paste in the next cell, so just paste in the next cell, it'll turn it white, right? And oh no, never mind. So usually, yeah, you're not changing things in the background of the cell if you do the Command Shift paste. So you end up doing that a lot. But so drag it down to the rest of the ads. I think you only have to do to cell 6. There you go, column 6. Awesome. Okay. And will you delete the 2 extras? just because, okay,
Oh, but
perfect.
what about this one here?
Oh, wait, didn't we? Oh, yeah, change that one. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And scroll over, I saw you did the paths. Now the paths are just extra tidbits you get to put on the ads. We'll see them on the other side, I can show you what they look like. Okay, yay. So what we want to do is go to the tab upload, the third one at the bottom. So you got keyword set up, upload.
Oh yeah, I have to just, yeah.
Now I do this twice, so you'll see all this weird stuff, yeah? So can you go scroll up to the top and see where it says Google Ads on the sheet? Can you click on that? No, in the menu, yeah,
This one?
Google Ads, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the bar for the Zoom is
Oh,
now.
fair
Okay.
enough. So
then-
create upload sheet. You can run in the background, continue. It will make you sign in. Authorization successful. Okay, now click the Google Ads button again at the top. Because you see all that information still says brand one warm code, right? So then
Mhm.
do create upload sheet. And then it changed it, ready to upload. Awesome.
Mhm.
So now, if you would like to hit on, so right beside A1, you know how you can highlight the whole thing? The
Oh,
whole
like this?
sheet. Yeah, click on that. There you go. Now and copy. Copy.
Okay, yeah.
Right, okay. And let's go over to the Google AdWords editor. See
Oh.
in your bar at the very bottom, you have Zoom and Chrome and the AdWords editor. Down a little further along your, what do they call that? The main bar of your computer.
Oh yeah, like here.
It's,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's called a startup doc.
The startup doc. So where it says the AdWords editor that's open. See? Click on the AdWords editor. Over, right?
On the right side.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
have to move the bar again.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Now click open in browser to sign in.
Okay.
So that's going to get you to sign in and attach your Google Ads account, right? To the
Mhm.
AdWords editor. So it'll attach all your Google Ads accounts. Yeah. Success. Okay, now see how it's jumping up and down? Bottom of the screen,
Yes.
click on it again. Partially downloaded item types, interesting. Okay, and okay. And click OK. Okay, so it's pulling in information. And this is the editor. It looks quite like Google Ads. It might take a couple minutes. And literally all we're going to do is we're going to copy paste. Or we already copied, so we're just going to paste. But once we get in there and once we get into the campaign, I love the editor. Sometimes, say you'll make a mistake in one of your ads, and your clients might call you up and be like, oh my God, there's a extra S on the word thing in this one ad I saw. And you could have 50 ads. So using the AdWords editor, you'll be able to find that more easily. Okay, so it looks like the only account attached is Social Media Little Works, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no campaigns in there, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so this is what the AdWords editor likes. There's a lot of buttons and bobs and bells and whistles and things to click on and off. You'll get used to it over time. It's not a big deal. There's only 5 or 6 things you need to know. And one of those things is that, of course, like all Google products, you have the left-hand side bar, right? And you'll notice there's kind of 2 sections on this bar. There's the top section and the bottom on the left-hand side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll notice in the bottom, it says manage, and you got like ad groups and ads and things, all sorts of things we talked about, right? So we know there's no campaigns yet. So what we want to do is go over to the left-hand side bar and click on where it says campaigns. Little further over, and yeah, perfect. Okay, and now we're going to click add a campaign. Is that right? Okay, so we just added a campaign. We need a budget. Can you do me a favor and hit Command Z? Just, yeah, over. Yeah, so click in the middle of the screen.
Oh,
Yeah, and then there, it's gone. Okay, perfect. So now I have the recording information in my purview. So can you go up to you know how when you open programs and at the very top of your screen, you'll have some options like file, blah, blah, blah. So your very top left-hand corner of your computer, can you go up and can you show me what the menu says?
like here?
No, further up. So you know where the finder is if you don't have a program on? Oh goodness, it's so hard to see because of this button here I have.
Like at the very, very top, right?
Yeah, at the very top, it's going to say Google Ads Editor and Accounts and Help. Does it say that?
Yeah, account, edit, tools, data, help.
Okay, but so scroll over account and scroll down to import. So, and then paste text. And then paste from clipboard. And then process. So this just said you made one campaign. You have 15 ad groups, 336 keywords, 224 negative keywords, and 15 responsive search ads. Finish and review. Haha. Okay, now you can check things. Notice how across the top of the screen it says proposed or posted, match, blah, blah, blah. So this is just saying, hey, look through the account if you want, like, does each. So remember, we have campaign, then we have ad groups, right? And we're going to have one ad in each ad group, I believe. So on the left-hand side, under where it says social media little works, under where it says keyword theme area, click on course, broad, and it looks, and then notice below in the bottom half of the column, you'll see ad group 1 under campaign. Do you see that?
Sorry, where?
Right, it's so in the left-hand side column.
Yep.
At the bottom of the screen, you have campaign and ad group, right? Because you're actually hovered over the ad group. So we just that's a simple check. Is there an ad group? Is there an ad in the ad group? It's saying yes. You can see that there's an ad. So go and click keep at the top of your screen. So above all those highlighted terms, it says keep or reject, right? If it goes all wrong for you, you would hit reject. You'll get used to that over time, but just hit keep. Okay, we have our campaign. Now you're going to see the red dots and things like that. So one of the things I see here is you'll notice that your campaign says keyword theme area bidding, right? We definitely want to change that. And you can do that in the Google Sheet. And I'll show you where you would just put the campaign. So I'll show you that first, and then I'm going to show you how to change the name of a campaign in your Google AdWords editor. So yeah, perfect. Go over to the sheets. And so can you go to setup, or no, keywords, actually, my apologies. Bottom of the screen, the first tab.
Oh,
I know it's a lot of moving around, right?
It's all good. It's just the Zoom bars. There's like 3 of them, and they're just in my way the whole time. So yeah.
So notice in column B1 or cell B1, right? You could, so what is this? This is going to be the theme of the campaign is, it looks like it's a training or course, right? Social media training. And so this is where you would change it. We'll just go change it in the AdWords editor because the campaign's already up there.
Okay.
And so better to change it there. I just wanted you all to see where you would change that. So let's go back to the AdWords editor. Boop, boop. Okay. Now, when you do see, so you'll notice in the left-hand side column, there's all these different ad groups, and there's one with red, right? With a red exclamation mark. That means if you try to upload it to Google Ads, it will not go. Everything else will upload, but anything in red. The orange triangle, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see all the orange triangles. And then at the very bottom, in kind of what would be considered a cactus ad, you'll see 8, and it says your campaign is using manual bidding. So Google's oftentimes, remember, we tell you that Google's going to try to steal your money. you just don't even pay attention to the orange triangles or the yellow triangles in the AdWords editor. They mean nothing. You can learn by hitting show violation or show rule. You can read more if you want. It'll let you read more by hitting the down arrow. It's not that important. The red one is important. So let's first look at that. So if you go to the ad group with the red, yeah, just click on it. Okay. And then notice if you look down in the manage section of the second half of the column, yeah, it's the ads. So let's click on that and notice how so you have a responsive search ad and look what it's telling you. So sometimes it might be that what's it saying? So let's see, show violation. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's go to show violation and see what it's actually saying, because maybe it's saying it's 30 characters and it's not. Show. Oh, it's the exact same headline as another one.
Okay.
So we just want to change that, right?
Oh, but it's only 2 of them that are the same? 3.
Okay, so this is very interesting. So it looks like 3 ads are the same. So what I would do here is in the middle of your screen, click on the first one and then highlight, like click on all 3 of your options, right? Together, shift. Now you'll notice if the ads had different headlines in different like one would say variable, but all the ads are identical here. So, but because you have the same headlines, you're going to have to change one of them, right? So maybe social media management will work. So you can change it in the right-hand side, or you can actually change it in the left-hand side, right? Or in the middle of the screen. So you can change it where it says headlines, or you can change it in the middle of the screen by like double clicking on the text.
Okay. And sorry, and you said which one? Like it doesn't matter.
Well, headline 2 and headline 6 are identical, so you have to change one of them.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you said just social media workshop, or?
Yeah, social media workshop works, right? There you go. Okay, now you fixed one of the ads because you stopped the highlight of the 3. So let's highlight the 2. 1, 2. And let's just take out the word content in one of those. Perfect. Awesome. Done. No more red. Now let's change the name of your campaign. So up at the top, just double click on the name. Down. Yeah, double click. Should allow you to change it. If it does not, then I would scroll down and go to campaigns in the bottom. And I would double click on where it says campaign in the middle of the screen, or right there. Yeah, 2 places you can go.
And so this is the only one that I'm changing, right? Like
yeah, you're just, yeah, no, you can change. Well, because do you know your target area?
I guess pretty local, I would say.
And you can decide that later and change that later.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal, right? So what you kind of want to do with the naming of your campaign is you want to have somebody be able to look at it and understand what your strategy is, or understand what you're trying, right? So I would do the keyword theme, and I would call it social media course or something, right? And then leave the area. Maybe you don't want to include area. Maybe that's not important to you. Whatever your naming convention is going to be like. The bidding strategy, I always pick manual. So I would put manual where it says bidding. And the network is search. And the match type, right? BPE.
BPE.
So that's brand or broad, phrase, and exact. And I'm going to show you why. And so sometimes when you do this, you'll get you need to set a budget, just put 0.01, if it's screaming at you in red to fix something. But now click out of anywhere on the screen. You've renamed the campaign. It's there. So why did we name it BPE? Because what that sheet does is it gives you the ability to have a broad, phrase, and exact match ad group with the exact same keywords. And what happens is, so click on the course courses broad. Yeah. Okay, so we're in the campaign now. Let's go down to ad group. Oh, you're getting the hang of it. Okay, so we got the ad group. You'll notice there's a bunch of yellow. You can add that stuff in there on the right-hand side. You can see, let's click on keywords now. It says there's 82 keywords. Let's click on that. And so look, it says 27 keywords and 54 negative, right? So what the sheet's done is the broad match keywords are put in broad match, right? They're open-ended. And so people will type anything, basically, say workshop related. So for instance, the keyword we have here is workshop training courses. It's broad match. So I could get, online video classes or online video training or online video webinar, right? It could be, you know what I mean? Like broad can bring in a lot. Mm-hmm. So because of that, what the sheet does is it takes it gives you the broad, and then it changes the keywords from the phrase and exact and makes them negative. So basically you don't really need to pay much attention to that. You just need to know that the negative keywords are all worked out for you between the ad groups to benefit you. If you want more details on this, I can go into more detail, but I don't want to completely overwhelm you. I just want you to see what you can achieve using the Google Sheets and, how much time it saved you. So the reason we did BPE, broad, exact, and phrase, is because we're using a strategy that is related to the match types in Google Ads. And doing this means that, because sometimes broad match will spend a lot of money quickly and won't bring you with the keywords you want to see in the end. Because what the broad match is doing for you is capturing a wide net of additional keywords, which you're going to see in the search term report. So you have fun with this. So you can play around inside here, make adjustments, copy paste. You saw us fixing things, right? You can see if you can click all the way down and go through this. Now, there are some things you're going to be able to do in Google Ads and some things you're going to be able to do in the ad editor, and some things you're not going to be able to do in the editor. And over time, you get used to it. Now, do you remember, Helena, how I forced you to go back and capitalize every word of every key? Yeah, wasn't that a little painful?
No, it was actually kind of fun. I'm not gonna
okay. What is okay? So we're gonna do one fun thing in here. And do you want to upload this to Google Ads, right? We will pause it in there. Mm-hmm. What happens is you end up working between Google Ads and Google AdWords editor, right? Eventually you will find the editor so much more fun and easier to use. Mm-hmm. But let me show you. So let's go look at an ad or two and see if you've capitalized them all. And I'm going to show you how you would fix that in like a heartbeat for all your ads. So what we want to do is click on campaign at the top. So under Little Works Indie Media at the left-hand side. So social media course. Yeah. Campaign. Perfect. And now let's go. We want to find ads. So let's click on the little keyword button. So you see how the caret is down in the bottom menu? Yeah, let's make it go up. So we're closing that out. And then we're going to go scroll a little bit. We're going to go to, oh, you got to close the keywords or else you'll be scrolling forever.
Oh, like this.
Yeah. So you'll get used to the up and down. And there's the ads. So go into the responsive search ads. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Why am I seeing 0? Can you click on one of the ads or ad groups? Just one, yeah.
Do you guys have a filter?
Oh yeah,
on?
Sorry, yeah. There's a filter on. See that filter at the top, the blue?
Yeah.
You'll run into that sometimes. Okay, so let's grab a couple of these ad groups. So you want to hit shift, right? Just click on a couple of them. Shifty, right? And it brings the ads, and you can toggle in and out. So you see how you can see some of the headlines, but not all of it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go to headline 1. at the very top between headline 1 and headline 2, there's like a tiny little line. You can drag
Oh,
that
like,
line. Yeah. So you can see the ad. So you can work right in the ad, right? And you can do that with them all. The other interesting thing you can do is you'll notice all the bells and whistles in the middle of your screen. There's something that looks like a three rectangles, three tiny rectangles, or one rectangle with
Okay.
2 bars. Yeah. So if you click on that, you can determine what you want to see in the middle of your screen. So remember, there's all these fun little nuances. So if I needed to change, now click out of there. And that took me so long to find. So say I want to change, we all know that Google Ads, if you capitalize the first letter of every keyword, people click on your ad more. It's just something that's been known for years. It's never changed. Thank goodness that everything in marketing doesn't change all the time. But so let's highlight all the ads in the middle of the screen, which you've already done. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. Okay. Now, in the menu where it says add responsive ad, make multiple adjustments, trash can, weird downloady thing, and it's got that 2 arrow turning. Yeah. Okay. So this is where you can find and replace text and like click on the down arrow. And it's also where you can change capitalization. So when you write a whole campaign and say there's errors, so let's change the capitalization. Let's make it all lowercase. And so see the 3 dots? Click on those 3 dots on the right, left. Yeah, there, select all. That will save you. Because they don't make the window bigger. So you're scrolling through all the headlines, right? And title case. So let's see if we can, let's change it to lowercase. And click change. Change it all. So now let's change that back. And place capitalization, yeah. And 3 dots, select all. So title case and sentence case. We want title case.
Oh, okay.
And so sentence case is just at the beginning of the sentence. So change capitalization. Bang. Okay. So look. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that the ad group? Hold on. Can you? Okay. The other thing you can do is you can pull in and out like everything. So see where you have all the headlines on the on the right hand side. So see the bar in the middle between the middle of the screen and the side. No, keep going over a little more. It's actually really weird. Keep going to your left a little bit.
Oh, in this side?
No, you're over on your right hand side and you have the horizontal headline menu. Yeah. This, okay. And you see in the middle of your screen how the headline menu, the horizontal menu, is overlapping all the headlines. Does that make sense? So just scroll. Oh yeah, no. So scroll a little over, tiny. So you're actually hitting the horizontal or column, right? See where your mouse is? Oh, that's my mouse. Okay. See where the pencil icon is just above that?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now maybe an inch to the left. Half an inch to the left.
Like here?
Yeah. See where that line is? That weird line? It's just a weird line. You can scroll it back. So as soon as you hover over it, move a little tiny more left. There.
Oh, God. Yeah, I knew that.
I know it's so hard to explain.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad. Yeah.
No. That was like, it's hard to explain. So you get wherever you want to work, right? So there's a lot of fun movement things in there. Those are the main things you kind of want to know with the editor. The other little thing you want to know is always the 3 dots, right? So what's the rule in this class? Click around, can I even say it anymore? And get down, right? So checking out things, looking at things in here is super fun. But if you look at, so on the left-hand side column, see where the 3 dots are. There's 2 sets of 3 dots, one at the top and one at, click on that. So this will make it so you can hide what you don't want to work on. So say you're just working on the ads, right? You can do custom columns or hide empty cells. So just know that that's there. But we've done everything we need to do. You have your responsive ads, you have your keywords. If you want to look at the keywords in each ad group, we can do that before we upload. So let's just pick one ad group and we'll jump in between them. So left-hand side column, and let's pick ad group, any which one, just pick one. Okay, and let's go to keywords, which is just above ads on the left-hand side column at the bottom. Yeah. Awesome. And so we can see now, you can, yeah, pull that out, right? So these are all, looks like exact match. So see over on the right-hand side, it says exact, it says keyword and then exact and enabled, right? And so let's jump to another ad group. And this one says it's phrase match, right? So why we do that is to target different things to see what we get. Oftentimes we'll turn off different ad groups depending on what's working, what's spending money, what's not spending money, right? This strategy has worked really well for a long time. Sometimes I will just go into the AdWords editor and I'll just maybe keep it broad, or I'll just do a campaign with all exact match, and I'll just delete the ad groups, right? That are either phrase or whatever I want, right? So this just gives you an opportunity to create a great campaign right out of the gate. So the last thing I want to do is I want to post, right-hand side, top of the screen. I just hit that beautiful post button. And I could do all campaigns, select campaigns. I usually do all because I want all my changes, but it's usually just one campaign. And then you hit post.
And does it post?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I would suggest is after going in and pausing everything, so, you know, people can check it, stuff like that. But anything that doesn't post will show up in red and it just won't go over. Now let's go to your Google Ads account and let's check it out.
Okay, so I can post this here?
That was it. Yeah, close. That was it, people. So you just, you know, easily uploaded what, 15 ad groups, I don't know, 30 to it said 15 ads, you know, and 300 keywords, which is great. And so we'll go over to Google Ads and we'll look at what the campaign looks like. And that is the specialized trait. So inside your Google Ads account.
Oh, I don't even.
You're in there. What are those? Oh,
am I?
I see
Yeah.
those things.
I guess it's one of these. Yeah.
Is that it? I'd hit the refresh. Is this your?
Yeah, it's got the domain.
Yeah. Now, if you do want to do Google Ads and you do want to use this sheet and you are struggling, we can always hop on a call. I know there's like a lot of things to push, and this is just going to make your site or your campaigns easier. So can you click on the left-hand side beside the Google Ads logo, the X? Awesome. Okay, and can you click the back arrow? Same place. Like, yes, leave. Okay. And you know, in the middle of the screen, right beside landing page, there's a weird little arrow and you can
this one.
Open up the second menu. I have to figure out a really good way to say that. Okay. So look, there's the campaign. Let's click on it. Why am I not seeing your? Okay. Yeah. There are all your ad groups, right? So what I would do is I'm on my campaigns and I would go to click on ad groups in the second column. Yeah. And so there are all your ad groups and so we bid at the keyword level, right? Because it's manual bidding. But if you want to check some things that this sheet's done, let's go over to our settings. Yeah, perfect, in the second column. Okay. Now, before you leave today, we will pause everything. And I'm usually pretty neurotic. I'll pause the keywords, I'll pause the ad groups, I'll pause the ads, and then I'll pause the campaign. But I'm neurotic because I don't want Google to unintentionally spend my money, right? So you can just pause the campaign and it most likely works. But that being said, so the sheet also sets up some things on purpose for you. So remember our search networks. Let's click on that down arrow in the search networks under campaign status. Yeah, middle of the screen.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry. And notice the campaign status is enabled. Let's click on the search networks. Yeah, you can pause that anytime.
I should pause this one.
I would, yeah, that you're only bidding a penny, so it won't spend money. We did make sure of a couple things, right? But the search network, you're gonna see that these have automatically been clicked off for you. So some best practices that we talked about before, we're making sure they're implemented for you if you want to use the Google Sheets. The other thing you're gonna, set up your location after. I believe the other automatic thing that's been set up here is if you click on, I think it's the additional settings down here, that should have been clicked off, but it should be optimized for do not optimize ads. But if you don't have time, so I would do not optimize. I don't know. I got to get that fixed. Okay. And then save. So that is
I just want to step in to give a little bit of context on why you would want it to not optimize for best is because you're having so many different variations that Google, when they find a variation that works, they'll overemphasize that one and not let all the different combinations go through. And you want to get the data on which ones are going to be the best.
Some people have this on, some people have it off. It kind of might depend on how long you're looking at the campaigns or if you don't want to spend time optimizing that, right? So basically you've created a ton of ad groups. You have your ads done, you have your keywords done. It goes to the right landing page, all things you're probably going to check once you upload them. And you're probably going to change your budgets, right? So I upload this and then I'll email the client and say, hi, we're ready to go. Can you double confirm the budget? Because we get clients to pay for their own ads because we don't want that on us. So they confirm their budget via email. We go in and change the budget. We take their budget, we divide by 30.4, put the daily budget in there. Remember, average daily budget. That's why we divide by 30.4 because that's Google's thing. And that is your campaign created. Now all you got to do is turn on the go button and I will show you in my Google Ads what it looks like on my end because it's pretty much very similar to start. Thank you, Helena.
Of course.
And was that fun?
That's fun.
Yeah. And did it seem overwhelming?
It did at first, but once you kind of I feel like it's easy to get familiar with, or it's kind of straightforward a little bit if you kind of just play around.
Yeah, it's true. It is. You get more familiar with it as you play around. So I am in my Google Ads account. I have created the classes and workshops. We have the display campaign we created right now. Let's see if this is running. Yes, very, very slowly. So it just started this week, right? I uploaded it. I have my ad groups. I did mine a little bit differently where, there's specific different ad groups with different names, but most of our campaigns have this beautiful component of the options, right? So you'll see these are all phrase and exact match. There's no broad match. We got rid of the broad match recently and it's highlighted. Notice how that's all bright and shiny and this is not, which means that's not active. So you'll know if if an ad group is active by if it's bright or dulled. But yeah, so this is kind of what it looks like, right? And this is the same thing. You got your ad groups, your keywords, and your negative keywords. Now, one of the reasons that we like to do this strategy is because of the search terms that get generated, right, from each ad group, because Google gives us usually lots and lots of search terms. This campaign's been running for a while. So, search terms, right? Search keywords, search terms. And you'll see generally lots. Why?
I don't know if you'll see a ton with there. It's just say it.
Yeah, you do. There's 60.
There's some. I'm just.
But 67 is, we've been going through them a long time, right? So, but this is where you'll see your search terms that you might want to add, might not want to add, depending on what's happening. This is where you also see if a client you're working on is in a really competitive industry, right? Or we had a client who their search terms were so crazy that we were like, you should be teaching this. Like we just said, there's so many great questions that are being asked that we're seeing inside your Google Ads that we think that you do well answering these questions on a YouTube channel or blogging about them. And so that just created a new strategy for the client. And now he wants to be a YouTube star. So there's that. And that's all she wrote today.